How you doing, YouTube? Ecclesiastic Eclectic here. I'm just gonna jump right into it. School fails to prepare us for the real world. In the real world, it is okay to make mistakes. In school, you are punished for mistakes. You do one bad assignment, and it sticks with you for the rest of the semester. In real life, there are certain mistakes you cannot make, but most mistakes are trivial. Most of the time, it is okay to make a mistake. Unfortunately, to do well in school, you must eliminate as many mistakes as possible and strive for perfection, nearing 100% accuracy as closely as possible. Good thing this is in school, because my pronunciation sure ain't 100%. This primes us to avoid any and all mistakes, and for the overachievers, it makes us fear and freeze when a mistake occurs. Instead of moving along and taking the mistake in stride, like a goal-oriented person who just goes and goes until he reaches his goal, the school student fixates on the mistake and rejects the whole. He cannot live in the moment, for his personal value is placed on the accumulation of all his results of his past, creating a fictive grade in his head. Real life is much better. In real life, you need to make mistakes to learn anything. If you want to start a business but get hung up on every mistake you make, you will fail in the long run. In creating a business, especially for the first time, you naturally make a plethora of mistakes, but learn from them and keep moving forward. In fact, this is one of the best lessons you can learn as an entrepreneur and as a free thinker. This behavior is rewarded because as you stay focused on the goal, you get closer and closer to achieving it. In school, you are penalized for mistakes. Sorry for saying penalized. In school, you are penalized for your mistakes, so your focus shifts from the actual goal itself to trying to avoid mistakes, which ultimately distracts from focusing on what truly matters. The grade is a metric. The goal is education, learning new knowledge and skills. The grade is supposed to accurately reflect that, but instead it becomes the sole focus of the efficient game-playing student, which is most students. In real life, the goal is to keep growing and refining oneself. In school, the goal is to get as many points out of 100. You are naturally capped at 100 and programmed to think asymptotically. In real life, growth is exponential. Personal growth, growing character, spiritually, working the 4 dimensions, the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the 3 form and connect at the spiritual, forming a type of tetrahedron. So in real life, growth is exponential, at least at the beginning of the S-curve. There's a lot of different things in life. Some are exponential, some are more like S-curves, but you get the idea. We kind of shift out of that 100% linear paradigm. The goal-oriented individual stays focused on the goal. He locks his sights onto the goal and moves toward it. The academic stays focused on mistakes. He locks his sights onto the things to avoid and moves away from them. The entrepreneur welcomes failure because it is one step closer to success. He sees the big picture. The academic fears failure. He fails in one way and chalks up that endeavor as a standalone failure existing for the rest of time, failing to see the big picture. That F will always be in the back of his mind, inert in his past. That C-, that B- for the perfectionist. You catch my drift. The entrepreneur understands that by failing, he has deeply learned, which will ultimately help him become better. He takes a bad situation and is not afraid to be associated with it. He can be elbow deep in a sticky situation and have ice in his veins, understanding full well that things are moving in the positive direction. He can see a struggling business or community and help to transform it into something beautiful and thriving. The academic recoils at the sight of it in his deeply ingrained elitist attitude, or if he's a perfectionist in that case. Oh, that's a C-level business, he scoffs and turns his back on a beautiful opportunity. The entrepreneur goes where others have given up, thereby acquiring for little capital, pours TLC into it, and ultimately produces a business of value for his community. While the academic is too busy trying to be right and sounding smart, the entrepreneur doesn't care what people think about him and is instead creating something concretely. He doesn't care if he made mistakes along the way, as long as he didn't hurt anybody, or if people judged him. He just cares about concretely creating something beneficial for you, for humanity, for us, this collective. Our veins run deep, we're all connected. The entrepreneur plants trees not for him, but for future generations. The academic argues with other academics about the correct spelling of trees' Latin name. Alright, love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share with a friend if you think he might be interested. I love you guys. Peace, love, happiness. Tell me what you think. Leave comments. Keep telling me how I can get better. I want to keep getting ever better, guys. Love you guys. Peace.